Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode 530 of the show, April the 28th, 2023, 2:01 p.m. Happy Friday or Friday if you got paid like I did. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day, a blessed day so far. If you're having a tough day at work, don't worry. I'm here to cure those blues for you. Sometimes, I've always speak in positivity and all that and have a lot of fun and not focus on drama. But I do, however, want to send some condolences and well wishes to the families of Jerry Springer, who passed away recently at the age of 79. Now, granted, I was not a big fan of the shows because I think too much trash, family trauma, and all family drama, and all this good stuff. Everything, craziness. But it did have some moments of wholesomeness, like when Razor Ramon, who back then was the Intercontinental Champion, came on the show to bring comfort to a young kid, which is really super cool. I know Iron Sheik was on the show a couple of times. I do believe, but it gave Steve Wilkos his own show as well, and he did make an appearance on Monday Night Raw as the special guest general manager, and had a lot of fun. Had a little fun with the superstars, trying to enact, trying to be like a guest on the Barry Stringer show. They always have a fight, Jerry, and all that. But it is, they had some wild stuff on there. But however, he did make a mark on the American television, and he was a former Cincinnati mayor who was a game show host. He was a judge too, a TV judge too. My condolences and prayers go out to the family of Jerry Springer, singing legend and all-around good guy, good person. Harry Belafonte passed away 2 days before. Condolences to his daughter Sherry and the rest of the family of Harry Belafonte. Then you got Barry Humphries, the Australian comedian who cross-dressed Dame Edna. Dame Edna made a couple appearances on Hollywood Squares, hosted by Tom Bergeron back in the day. Condolences and prayers out to the family and friends of Barry Humphries as well. So, a lot of people have been worried about Bob Barker. If he can make it to the next 7 months, basically, because we are almost at the end of April, if he can make it to the next 7 months, he'll hit 100. So I know Betty White came close, but then she was like a couple of weeks away when she passed on. So the condolences and prayers go out to the families and relatives and the loved ones of these the three individuals I just mentioned. So rest in peace. But we're going to talk about what happened on Impact last night. I did, however, made a statement last night on Rant and Rave, because I saw it on Twitter that Trinity Fatu, formerly known as Naomi, was supposed to make her debut on Impact last night. That did not happen, so I do apologize for the misinformation on that. I don't know if it was a taped event. I don't know what the heck is going on. Maybe I missed something down the road. Guys, let me know if where I went wrong on that situation, please. Because I feel a little sheepish about that. I thought Trinity Fatu was supposed to make her debut last night on Impact, but that didn't happen. But however, I'll tell you what actually happened last night on Impact. Jordan Grace went one-on-one Mazda Slamovich in some kind of a rematch, but Grace was the champion at the time when they first faced off. And then Jordan Grace did beat Mazda Slamovich. Jordan Grace has come a long way. She think Mama Pump. Now she's like the juggernaut. She's doing the bodybuilding contest. I think it was super cool. And I'll tell you one thing, Jonathan Gresham and her, that's another Lower Life Wrestling couple right there. Special profile on Nick Aldis, the Natural Treasure. He's mission to become the Impact World Champ again. Remember, he was And the British TV show that was mentioned that he was discovered on is none other than Gladiators, when he was known as Oblivion. And so he came in probably as Brutus Magnus with the Gladiator gimmick, probably honoring his former TV show and paying tribute to it. Joe Hendry, who was successfully defended his digital media title a couple weeks ago against Sheldon Jean, which suffered a broken nose in that matchup, and so he will be fine. He'll just gonna recover. Steve Macklin comes out to the ring, calls out PCO, and PCO comes out, and then Mahabali Shera and Champagne Singh, Raj Singh, attacked PCO from behind. Santino Marella comes out, and before he even makes a match, Singh gives him some money. He goes, "Oh, I can use this money. You just bought yourself a match against PCO." I'm like, and Sherry you're banned from ringside. I'm like, uh-oh. Guess who screwed it? Guess who got the raw end of the deal in that matchup? All that money, and that went down the drain. And PCO and Champagne Singh went one-on-one. PCO did defeat Champagne Singh. The design addresses Sami Callihan about what happened and how they want revenge. And the Coven addressed Deonna Purrazzo. And then the Road to 50 match, Johnny Swinger and Zicky Dice came out, and Zicky Dice goes, "You know what? He found the luchador. He's got a little language barrier. I'm going to get him for you." And then all of a sudden, some masked wrestler comes out, El Denerico, and I'm like, wait a second here. And so even Tom Hennepin, that did not fool him. Johnny Swinger supposedly won the matchup. And then all of a sudden, he comes back and El Denerico, that was great. And I found out it was Zicky Dice. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's not going to sit well with Santino. Santino caught them in the act. He said, that does not count. I'm like, oh boy. Now, before the Impact, Kenny King went one-on-one with Channing Decker. Kenny King won the matchup, and then tried to show sportsmanship, and Kenny King goes, "You're fine." He says, "It's an honor for you to get your butt kicked by me." Then Sheldon Jean was sitting on the couch, and Kenny King gives him advice. He said, "Listen, don't worry about what's in it for me. Worry about what's in it for you." I think, Kenny King says, "You got potential. Don't worry about what's in it for me. Worry about what's in it for you." But once Kenny King some great advice. So hopefully Sheldon Jean takes in. Well, in a non-title matchup, the Designs Khan and Angels took on ABC, the Bullet Club's Ace and Bay Connection, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, the Impact World Tag Team Champions. And then during the matchup, though, Santino was attacked in the back during the matchup. We don't know who was doing it and why. And then Callahan attacks Diener at ringside during the matchup, which distracted the Design, and ABC won the matchup. Dirty Dango decided to check on Santino Marella, and Dirty Dango's holding up a piece of evidence that could prove him out. He's going back to being a police detective again. This is going to be crazy. He's going to resign as dictator authority. There was no Santino Marella. Dirty Dango is funny. I gotta admit. And then Jessica and Rosemary were talking about the Undead Realm, how they're going to get in, and they lost the tag team titles, the Knockouts tag team titles. They been blocked from coming in. Then Crazy Steve comes in, and Jessica gets all excited. "Shut up, Jessica!" Because you talk to everybody, and then he goes, "Well, everybody do you talk to everyone? Do you talk to him?" And I'm like, and Rosemary knew what Crazy Steve was referring to. And she did not like the fact that she has to talk to Father James Mitchell. I can't stand the guy either. Rosemary, I don't blame you. And then he goes, and she goes, way to point out, it's a blessing and a curse. He says, Crazy Steve. I didn't know the guy was blind, legally blind. But he gets it done right. Jody Threat went one-on-one with the lovely Silesia Sparks. Silesia Sparks looks more gorgeous. I know she, I think she lost a lot of weight, too, because I know she was a little thick when she first became in wrestling, but then she lost a lot of weight, Silesia Sparks, and she looked gorgeous. She looked like Priyanka Chopra a little bit. If you know who that is, look it up. She's married to Nick Jonas of the Jonas Brothers, and she's an actress, I do believe. Jody Threat did beat Silesia Sparks, and then Killer Kelly cut a promo. She wants Masha Slamovich to play with her. Looks like Killer Kelly's not afraid of Masha Slamovich. And there was a part one interview of Gia Miller and Gia with Frankie Kazarian, and Gia asked Frankie Kazarian how he got started in wrestling. He talked about how he got started in Impact, so there'll be more to the story. And The Knockouts World title was on the line as Deonna Purrazzo defended against the former Knockouts champion but current Knockouts Tag Team champion, one half of the Coven. That would be Taylor Wilde. Kylan King gets involved during the matchup but despite that, Deonna Purrazzo did end up picking up the victory over Taylor Wilde. And then Kylan King and Taylor Wilde, the Coven, attacked Purrazzo after the match, decided to attack her. And then Jordynne Grace, of all people, got involved and then saves Purrazzo. And then Jordynne Grace pointed at the title. She's like, I'm still going after that. But then Deonna Purrazzo goes, so thank you anyways. They both shake hands. It's a sign of friendship. And, not a sign of friendship, but a sign of respect. And then Jordynne Grace walks out. Deonna Purrazzo hopes up the title in victory. So that is your Impact Event Center for April the 27th. God, I'm thinking 4 months ahead here. Maybe I'm looking forward to the Portuguese feast. I don't know. But anyways, later on tonight at 6:30, join me on Jordy Scow's channel as I talk about we'll go to AEW Rampage live reaction. But then afterwards, I have to head to the Discord app to host some Bullseye myself. Speaking of Bullseye, on the next episode of this channel of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, that's what I'll be doing, playing the game of strategy, luck, knowledge, and daring. The 33rd edition of Fearless Friday, Bullseye, and a 20-round battle against that Rotten Lightning. We'll see what happens then. So it's going to be a lot of fun. The final Fearless Friday of April of 2020. I almost said August again. Oh, I had to stop myself. Oh, jeez. And then tonight, SmackDown starts the draft. We'll see who gets drafted where, what's going on. It's going to be crazy, let me tell you. So, I will see you guys later on the next episode. Until that next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with A Sweet Bowl for Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.